He's not thinking about the consequences at all. Clearly, this is a man that's not right in the head.
Pascal.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, The Pascal Show. One word. Hit that like button down below. Let's not forget to crush that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. Anyway, we got to jump into this story, y'all. Okay, you know we've already covered this story of a missing girl, 19-year-old Madelyn Allen from Utah. She was missing for 5 days. She disappeared and was recently found in the basement, naked, tied up, buried in coal in the basement of this guy's house by the name of Brent Brown. And it's very interesting. He was detained. We already talked about this on yesterday morning's show, but there's some new developing information that's happened now. Well, there's just some information, or there's just some interesting stuff that's going on here, y'all. Okay, so we got to take a look at this because it just makes you wonder where a person's mind is, right? Where they are mentally. For them to sit here and say something like they're hoping to get home for Christmas while they're being arraigned for abducting and torturing a 19-year-old girl, a 19-year-old young woman, let's just say that. Okay, so we got to go into this article because, like I said, I mean, you can't even make this stuff up. He wanted to be home for Christmas. Like, he wants to be home for Christmas. He thinks he'll be able to get out on bail in enough time to be home for Christmas, to be with his family, his kids, his loved ones, after doing something so heinous. Very interesting, right? So let's go into this. Kidnapper 39, Brent Brown, asked the judge to release him from jail because, quote unquote, it would be nice to go home for Christmas and see his kids after he abducted a student, Madelyn Allen, 19 years old, who was actually found covered in coal, naked, bald, tied up, and buried underneath a whole bunch of coal in a basement. There's some information here we're going to get into here very, very quickly, okay? A Utah man made his initial court appearance, Brent Brown, his initial court appearance on Thursday for the kidnapping of a 19-year-old college student who authorities say was found naked, covered in coal in the basement 5 days after leaving her dorm room to meet him. Now, we already know the part of how do they meet? They met on some sort of social media site called Kick. They were on a very interesting chat forum, a slave domination fetish chat forum. They started to correspond. I guess there was some sort of online attraction. She agreed to meet up with him. That's how he lured her in. And then all of a sudden, the kidnapping fantasy actually became a nightmare. Brent Brown, 39, pleaded with the 6th District Court judge to release him on bail so that he could spend Christmas with his children. Okay. So while he is speaking video link in his county jail where he's being held, he's literally having the audacity to turn to the judge and say, hey, it'd be really nice to be home, spend some time with my children possibly in the same home that he tortured this 19-year-old girl. Who knows if he had abducted and tortured other girls? Who knows? What if this is his whole MO? Go on certain chat rooms, lure somebody in that may be vulnerable, prey on the weak, bring them in, do something absolutely unthinkable to these young women, and then, you know what I'm saying? And then you do something more unthinkable like murder or what have you, right? God knows if this is a serial killer or a serial R word. We don't know. Brown faces charges of obstruction of justice, aggravated kidnapping, and object targeting 19-year-old Snow College student Madelyn Allen, whom he had met online on this fetish chat room. Now, Brown allegedly took away Allen's wallet, her phone, forced her to strip naked, tied her up while he was at work. Let's not forget, he also cut off all her hair. Let's not forget all that. Cut off all of her hair, tied her up, well, stripped her naked, tied her up, cut off all her hair, and then buried her in coal. And of course, took her belongings, took her cell phone, said if you say anything, you're going to die. I'm going to do something extremely terrible to you, and I'm going to do something to your family as well. Like I said, I'm sure at first she thought she was playing out or role playing with this gentleman, with this monster, in my personal opinion. This is Brent Brown right here during his hearing via live video and all this. But this guy, this is somebody who's sick. Clearly somebody who's sick in the mind. The fact that the reason why I say he's sick in the mind is because it's not like he's even having any remorse for what he has done. He's literally saying, I want to get out enough time so I can be home with my family, with my kids for Christmas. He's not thinking about the repercussions of what he has done. He's not thinking about the consequences at all. Clearly, this is a man that's not right in the head. You got a lot of nerve to have the audacity to sit there after being charged with several different crimes, doing unthinkable acts to this young girl, and think you're going to be able to walk out and hang out with your kids for Christmas. It's unbelievable. But there is some information here in this news clip I want to show you guys.
A Snow College student. He's facing 5 other felony charges related to her being held against her will. Fox 13's Spencer Joseph reports on what Brown said in court today.
Good morning, Mr. Brown.
Morning.
Mr. Brown, this morning I'd just like to advise you about the charges against you and also advise you of your rights.
Brent Brown, the man accused of kidnapping and assaulting a Snow College student, appeared in court for the first time Wednesday. Brown also learned if he would be granted bail.
And the court finds that the concern about public safety has been established by clear and convincing evidence. So on that basis, as for right now, I'm going to hold you without bail.
Damn right. Damn right. This man should not be out, should not be let out. This is a dangerous man right here.
A point the Wayne County attorney brought up.
We don't think that there's any way that the victim would be able to remain safe if he is permitted to bail. We don't think that the public in general would be safe.
Brown also claims he doesn't have money for a lawyer.
Mr. Brown, what would you like to do about having a lawyer?
I do not have the resources and I would like a lawyer.
Mr. Brown, do you have a job?
No, I do not.
While deciding bail, the judge asked Brown during the hearing what his thoughts were. His response:
It would be nice to be home for Christmas, but I don't get to see my kids or anything, so it really doesn't matter, Your Honor.
But the thing is the fact that he even thinks that in his head, that the possibility, he's playing out in his mind. He's playing out in his mind, y'all. Going home and being home for Christmas with his kids. That he thinks that he's going to get that. Really, clearly to me shows that this man is not right in the head. Also, on top of that, this is the same dude that's sitting here saying, no, we were role playing. It was all role playing. We met on this fetish website. We were role playing. I did nothing wrong. Yet you did cut off her hair, strip her naked, tie her up, bury her in coal, take her belongings, threaten her life, threaten her family's life if she was to speak out, if she was to yell or make any noise when he left. And you still tell me this is role playing? Like I said, something's not right with this dude. Clearly. And there's no way that this would be admissible in court.
A new detail also coming forward saying the home where this happened is not his.
That is my parents' address. That is where all of this took place.
So this is the other question too. Then where are the parents? Did they both perish? And they gave him the house and it's now in his possession. You see what I'm saying? They passed the house over to him. Where are the parents? Where are the parents at, y'all? That's what I'd like to know. But like I said, this man has the audacity to automatically think that he's in the clear, that he's safe. That no big deal. I'm going to be home for Christmas and be able to spend time with my kids. Or, obviously he said, I'm probably not going to be spending time with my kids because of what I've done, but it would be nice to be home for Christmas. That is just straight crazy. Absolutely crazy. And it shows you what's going on inside the mind of a man who abducted a young woman who is still sitting here thinking that he is innocent, still believing that he's done no wrong. It's disturbing, y'all. Dude straight up wants to go home for Christmas after doing such heinous things to this young woman. And like I said, who knows if he's done this to other people? Who knows if he has other victims? And then the other question is, where are the parents and where are the owners, right, of this house? Are they buried in that coal too? Are they in some nursing home where they don't know what's going on? Have they perished? Have they died and passed this house on to their son, to their beloved yet demented son? Who knows? But of course, we're going to find out more as time goes on here. But like I said, take some serious balls, man, to go up and say, hey, I want you to let me out by Christmas so I can be home with my family. No, you don't get to go out anywhere, bruh. You have no bail. Thank you, Jesus. Enjoy yourself inside that cell. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on this? Ain't it a little creepy? To me, that's a little creepy. Just a little creepy. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to hit that like button down below and most definitely crush that subscribe button. It'd be really great to have you part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.